Skautfold into the Fray builds a compelling world through bleak visuals, tactical combat, and satisfying progression. The Gothic atmosphere and Lovecraftian lore deepen the sense of dread with each encounter. Combat rewards, smart positioning and timing, pushing strategy over brute force. Weapon variety and character upgrades add depth without overwhelming. There's a raw intensity in its design that keeps the momentum engaging. A solid tactical RPG that knows exactly what it wants to be and leans into it with confidence. LUNARK is a pixel art cinematic platformer that respects its 90s roots with style and confidence. The animations are smooth, the environments are rich with detail, and the controls feel deliberate and responsive. Its retro aesthetic pairs well with atmospheric music and sharp-level design. There's a sense of momentum that keeps things moving without being overwhelming. For those who enjoy methodical platforming with a nostalgic flair, this game hits a sweet spot that's both satisfying and memorable. Heidelberg's 1693 sets a brooding tone with its moody pixel art and oppressive atmosphere. The musket mechanic adds tension, demanding careful timing rather than button mashing. Enemies are ruthless, and the level design rewards methodical movement and awareness. Music drives the dread forward, echoing the eerie setting. With responsive controls and a refreshing historical twist on 2D action, this is a grim journey worth taking. Those who enjoy punishing side-scrollers will find a lot to appreciate here.
Sophstar is a vertical arcade shoot-'em-up, inspired by 90s games featuring 6 game modes, 9 ships with various weapons, sub-weapons, and teleports, plenty of unlockable features, 6 difficulty levels, and many endings dependent on player abilities. Smooth controls with focus movement for pixel-perfect movement, easy score systems, and a genuine arcade feel distinguish the game. Sophstar also includes modes such as Score Attack, Timed Challenge, Endless Mode, and Ultimate Challenge, which provide hours of gaming and more material.
OmegaBot is a solid side-scrolling action platformer with satisfying combat and a striking retro-futuristic art style. Each level feels thoughtfully designed, with challenging enemy patterns and responsive controls. The boss fights push skill and timing without feeling unfair, and the pixel visuals pair well with the synth-heavy soundtrack. It's clear care went into creating a world that rewards exploration and precision. A strong choice for anyone into 2D action with a sci-fi twist and engaging challenge. Sonic Superstars jumps into action with vibrant levels, crisp controls, and a co-op twist that feels fresh. Each zone pops with color and creative design, while classic mechanics mix well with new abilities. The 2.5D art style adds depth without losing the retro spirit. Boss fights are clever, and the Chaos Emerald powers add variety without feeling tacked on. It's upbeat, energetic, and hard to put down. Sonic and friends haven't felt this exciting in years, proving momentum can still be magic. Child of Light Ultimate Edition glows with its watercolor, art style, and poetic storytelling. The turn-based combat is engaging, with a clever timeline system that keeps battles strategic without becoming overwhelming. The rhyming dialogue adds a whimsical touch, and the music suits the fairy tale world perfectly. It's a gentle, thoughtful adventure that stays memorable through its atmosphere and heart. A quiet journey that feels like reading a storybook come to life, with just the right balance of magic and melancholy. This game provides an intense tactical shooter set in a dark, post-apocalyptic world filled with mutant enemies and challenging missions. The strategic gameplay encourages careful planning and quick reflexes, making every encounter rewarding. The atmospheric soundtrack and detailed environments create a gripping backdrop that keeps players engaged. With a variety of weapons and upgrade paths, the progression feels satisfying and well-paced. This title is a solid choice for those seeking action with depth and a compelling setting. ESCHATOS is an exhilarating shoot-'em-up that pushes the boundaries of classic arcade gameplay with modern intensity. The game features vibrant visuals and a dynamic soundtrack that keeps the adrenaline pumping throughout. Its challenging stages and diverse enemy patterns demand skill and strategy, rewarding persistence and precision. The control responsiveness and engaging level design create a satisfying rhythm that makes each run compelling. A must-play for those who enjoy action-packed, skill-driven games.
Toodee and Topdee provide a unique combination of 2D platformer and top-down puzzler action. Players may easily switch between Toodee and Topdee, each with their own unique perspective, and see how the game adjusts to the rules of the current genre. The game has difficult puzzles that put players' heads to the test, as well as hard precision platforming sections. Players will encounter strange companions on their quest to find the missing semicolon and restore the universe's equilibrium. Players will face challenging bosses and have the option to participate in local co-op mode with a friend.
UNSIGHTED is an engaging action-adventure game with a unique mix of exploration and combat. Its dynamic world encourages thoughtful navigation and strategic battles against diverse enemies. The story unfolds with emotional depth, adding meaning to every challenge faced. The art style and soundtrack complement the futuristic setting perfectly, creating an immersive atmosphere. This game balances challenge and accessibility in a way that keeps players motivated and invested throughout their journey.
Neva is an action-adventure game with an eerie and intriguing environment with rich vistas and complex patterns. The plot focuses around Alba, a young lady who confronts evil powers and creates a deep bond with an inquisitive wolf cub. They set off on a perilous adventure across a disintegrating planet, facing several challenges and opponents. Alba's friendship with the wolf becomes stronger as they navigate the world. The universe is cursed and full of sinister powers, pushing Alba and her friend to discover hope in sorrow and connect in solitude.
Haiku the robot drips with atmosphere and a moody tone that keeps each step through the ruined world intriguing. Its pixel art style carries a worn elegance, matched by an ambient soundtrack that lingers. The exploration feels deliberate, with each upgrade and hidden path encouraging curiosity. Combat is simple yet satisfying, never overstaying its welcome. There's a quiet confidence in how it unfolds, never rushed, never bloated. A steady, rewarding journey through a melancholic mechanical wasteland. Have a Nice Death is a stylish 2D action roguelike with slick combat and dark humor that lands just right. The hand-drawn art oozes personality, and every run feels snappy and rewarding. Boss fights are cleverly designed, with each department reflecting its theme in clever ways. The witty writing and sharp animations give death real attitude. Controls feel responsive, and progression is satisfying without being punishing. A sharp, smart take on the roguelike genre that's hard to put down. Ghost Song pulls players into a desolate moon soaked in atmosphere and mystery. Its eerie soundtrack and somber visuals work together to build a world that feels both alien and oddly familiar. Combat has weight, exploration is rewarding, and every corner hides a sense of unease. There's a melancholic tone that lingers, making progression feel meaningful. For those who enjoy slow-burn discovery with a strong mood, this journey leaves a lasting impression that echoes long after the final encounter.
Smushi Come Home is an intriguing adventure game in which you play as a little mushroom attempting to find its way home. You've been dropped into the jungle and must navigate through different sections utilizing new tools and friendly creatures. You may run, glide, climb, and swim around the forest, interact with strange creatures, and embark on various adventures. You may freely explore a mycology journal and personalize your character with numerous mushroom capskins. Enjoy the distinct experience of playing as a flipping mushroom.
Creaks unfolds like a living painting, with hand-drawn art that draws the eye and a moody soundtrack by hidden orchestra that builds tension in the quietest corners. The puzzles rely on clever logic and shadow manipulation, rewarding observation without being overwhelming. Each room feels thoughtfully arranged, creating a steady rhythm of discovery. What makes it memorable is the way it leans into atmosphere, eerie yet oddly comforting. A game where patience and curiosity open doors to something truly special. KUNAI is a sleek action platformer where smooth traversal and katana-slicing combat take center stage. The movement feels responsive, and combining parkour with swordplay creates constant momentum. Its minimalistic art style paired with bold colors gives it a unique flair, while the robotic protagonist Tabby adds personality without saying much. The pacing keeps the energy high, and the boss battles are well designed without being overwhelming. A Metroidvania-style gameplay with just enough depth to keep things engaging.
My monsters.
Sea of Solitude, an award-winning action-adventure game, has been reinvented on the Nintendo Switch as the director's cut. The game takes players on an expedition through a gorgeous yet disturbing environment where looks may be misleading. The game takes players through a submerged metropolis where darkness has replaced light and symbolic creatures represent unpleasant feelings that Kay must confront and conquer. Players must explore difficult regions, solve riddles, and confront creatures in order to reach inner peace and her own sea of isolation.
Voidwrought casts a strange and magnetic spell with its eerie art direction and atmospheric soundtrack. Every encounter feels deliberate, pushing players to think through each step. Combat leans into strategy without slowing down the momentum, while the world unfolds like a cryptic puzzle box. Sound design heightens tension, and environments ooze personality through shadows and silence. It's a journey built for those who enjoy unraveling secrets, with mechanics that reward patience and curiosity rather than brute force. Yars Rising hits with sharp style and smart design, combining stealth, platforming, and a sharp techno vibe. Its retro-futuristic visuals hum with personality, while the soundtrack fuels every sneaky move and pulse-pounding jump. Boss battles are inventive, each one pushing timing and strategy without feeling unfair. Dialogue is snappy, and characters have depth without dragging the pace. A strong sense of momentum keeps things fresh, making it easy to get lost in the neon-lit tension and sleek action throughout the journey. Aggelos draws from retro classics with confident style, building a rich 2D action-adventure world full of satisfying combat and well-paced exploration. Its pixel art is crisp, animations feel responsive, and the soundtrack keeps energy high throughout. Progression feels rewarding, with meaningful upgrades and secrets tucked in clever corners. This game is a heartfelt tribute to retro titles, while adding its own unique twists. A delightful journey that keeps players eager to uncover every hidden detail. Bad North Jotunn Edition draws players into a minimalist world of strategic island defense. The mix of real-time tactics and roguelite challenge keeps each session engaging, with clean visuals and intuitive controls. Battles feel tense yet manageable, especially as units upgrade and tactics evolve. With its atmospheric design and simple yet deep mechanics, this small-scale wargame leaves a lasting impact without relying on complexity or grand spectacle.
Sure, let's dance.
Ion Fury hits hard with old-school action and attitude. The gunplay feels snappy, the level design keeps things interesting, and the pixel art style oozes retro flair without feeling outdated. Shelly Bombshell Harrison is a total badass, chewing through enemies with style and grit. There's a real kick to the weapons, and secrets are tucked into every corner. It's a throwback that respects its roots while staying fresh. Definitely a blast for those who love classic shooters with no hand-holding.
Kingdom New Lands is a game that builds on Kingdom's famous gameplay while adding more material and challenges. Players must travel across the new lands, discovering new mounts, merchants, and wanderers while avoiding predatory beasts and the environment. The game includes a single king, their steed, gold, greedy monsters, loyal citizens, settlement enhancements, a variety of troop kinds, and hidden mysteries. The game needs players to demonstrate courage, rulership, and struggle till the finish, as the new lands may prevail against them. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome.
In the face.